Hi everyone, it's Andy Glenn here from Solway TV, and I'm joined by our most recent signing. It's only Calum McGill signing back home. Callum, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, Andy. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing absolutely great. Team's coming together, fantastic, and it's great to see you back after 2 seasons with Bristol. Yeah,
One season with Bristol, one season with Hull. So
oh,
yeah,
of course, I forgot how.
yeah. But I'm happy to be back. It's where I started my pro career, and yeah, I never really wanted to go anywhere else. But hey, it's the way the cards fell at the time, and now we're back. Hopefully, have a good season and bring home some hardware.
Absolutely, that is the goal. It's always been the goal for the Sharks to get as you say, some silverware as such, but definitely to get into the playoffs. And you're a key man because we've lost, well, certainly a couple of defenders and two goalkeepers have retired. So it's a whole new back line as such, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely a bit of a rebuild. But the guys that we've brought in, the guys that Spud and Jamie have been talking about, really seem like they're going to bolster the team and really project us towards a winning culture and ultimately a winning environment.
Absolutely. How did the signing come about, Callum?
Just kind of, I've always stayed in contact with Spud, right? Obviously, him being our coach with GB, always had that kind of connection. So always chatted, especially throughout the season and stuff. Always just that general chit chat, and then kind of got to talking over the summer, and they said that they were interested, and so was I, and everything kind of lined up. The stars aligned, and back home.
Back home, yeah. How was it playing for Hull and for Bristol? Is it much different, or just different teams, different teammates? Is it still much the same?
Yeah, different teams, different teammates, and then obviously different systems, different coaching styles, all that kind of stuff. So you got to adapt to that. But it was good. It was a good experience. I definitely needed it for myself personally to develop as a player, and that's given me the opportunity to be able to come back and now play for you guys again and hopefully contribute even more.
Yeah, it's interesting when you first signed for us. Well, it seems like ages ago, 3 seasons ago. I interviewed you, and you said, energetic, give everything, block shots, love to block shots. That was your kind of thing. How have you developed since then? Because I'm assuming you still have those attributes, but what have you added?
Yeah, definitely still got those. I'm a bit of a crazy person when it comes to that aspect. Not very many people like to step in front of the puck, but I definitely enjoy it. But I feel like my overall game, I've gotten quicker, I've gotten more physical, I've put up more points, my production's more, I'm playing a lot more minutes in every situation. Starting to play some overtime minutes, was able to score in overtime this past season. So definitely developed the offensive side of my game as well as the consistency in my game was a big one. There's a lot of things. I may not be the guy that goes out there and gets you 50, 60 points a season, but I can get you 10, 20, maybe 30 points a season and be very consistent on the back end and shut top lines down.
Yeah, well, what defender gets you 50 points a season? You
Exactly.
were you were you were 14 points last season, from what I can see. Two goals
Mm-hmm.
and 12 assists. You're looking to build on that this year, I guess.
Definitely trying to build on that. Personal goals that I've set for myself kind of want to get above 5 goals and above 20 assists this upcoming season. So, yeah,
And how are you going with special teams and all the rest of it? Any chats with the coach about that, or are you just going to wait and see how all that
there's been
transpires?
a little there's been a little chat about it, but nothing in particular, right? Because everything's got to be earned, and that was one of the big things about me coming back was I want to earn my right to play. That's always been what I've wanted to do as a player because I don't want things to be handed to me. Don't get me wrong, that's nice occasionally, but definitely working for it makes you appreciate it more. It makes you want to keep it. So that's been a big thing for me is just wanted to work for it. I still have my penalty killing ability, throw my body on the line 24/7, but on the power play side of things, it would be nice to get some minutes and see what I can do.
You'll have played with a good few players that have still stayed with Solway through the past 3 seasons. Who are you looking forward to playing with again?
Looking forward to playing with all of them for sure. But it would probably have to be Stent with him with GB and the kind of connection that we built. It would be nice to be able to play with him for a little bit of the season and see what we could do is on the back end.
Yeah. And have you got any, are you hoping to play with Stents as a partnership in D, or as Martin said, has he, I'm not trying to get parents or anything like that. Well, I'm trying to get parents, but yeah, last year he rolled a whole load together. It was a very much of a rolling D. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, we've definitely spoke about it. I won't go into much detail because I don't know how much he wants out there in the open, but
Yeah.
we've spoke about it a little bit. But I'd definitely love to be playing with Stents and RC because both those guys make the game very easy to play. They're always in the right position. They can move the puck well. They produce and they want to win. And that's a big thing for me is I want to be around people that want to win. So yeah.
Absolutely. We'll not go into too much of goalkeepers, but it's going to be two new goalkeepers for Solway this season. At this point, as we record this, Harry Campbell has been announced as a goalkeeper. The other one, Martin said, is going to be an import player, and that's not been announced as we record this. So it's going to be
Mm-hmm.
two new goalkeepers that I'm guessing you've never played with or against. What do you know about Harry as a keeper that's going to be the man behind you?
Well, Harry skated with us a little bit in my first year, getting some practice time
Yep.
with us, and he seemed like he had a lot of potential. I haven't seen how he's developed so far, but it seemed like he had a really good year at the SNL level with the Sharks last season.
Yeah.
And yeah, I can't wait to see what he can do for us. And in regards to the import goalie that comes in, if any North American import goalie that they bring in or European import goalie that they bring in has obviously been trained to a really high standard and could be a real game changer for us and impact every game.
Yeah, I guess what Martin's looking for is above a 90% save record for, well, I guess for both keepers, because obviously with the rules the league has, British keeper has to play minimum 600 minutes, 10 games.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be an interesting rule as the season goes by. Any thoughts on it?
Honestly, I haven't really digged into it too much. I did see it come out, but I definitely think it's a good thing as well for British hockey because it's still going to give you the chance to develop your British goalies to a higher level, right? That's a big thing, and I think that's kind of where their thought process went on that rule is to allow the British goalie area in the country to still be able to develop.
Yeah, I've been chatting with my pals about this. I find it absolutely fascinating, and I wouldn't like to be a coach. I mean, do you play the British keeper in the big games against the favourites that you're actually not expected to win against? And oh, I'm not saying concede, but those are games that you're not expected to win, and therefore there's no pressure on the keeper. Or do you play the more experienced, potentially import keeper against those big games and have the younger British keeper, Harry, playing home games against teams that are round about us? I don't know what the answer is for that, but I'll tell you what, both keepers are going to need a real good set of D men in front of them because one of the issues with the team last year was the amount of goals that we gave away.
Yeah, for sure. I totally get where you're coming from on that. And it's ultimately going to come down to who's the hot goalie at the time, right?
Right.
You could have a spell where Harry's absolutely on fire and nothing's getting past him, right? So you're not gonna get in his way, and you're gonna give him the opportunity and go from there, right? So it's really gonna be what goalies producing and winning us games at the time. I think will be who will get the green light. And like you said, we got to have a good set of D and good set of forwards in front of them to help them out and ultimately mitigate all the chances against and give them the best opportunity for themselves personally for their save percentages and their goals against average, but ultimately to win the game as a team, right? So it's always as I've heard from a lot of people, it's the goalie's the last line of defense. They've got to get through five other guys before they get to him, right?
Uh,
So
I'm glad
Yeah.
you say that, Callum, because many fans, our fans, right? And I'm just chatting away to folk, and they go, look how many goals we lost." And the first thing is they look at the goalie, and
Yep.
then they look at the number of shots, and then they look at the D. And but you absolutely nail it there. It's the forwards have to come back and defend with you guys. I mean, you're expected to chip in with goals, so forwards have to come back and do
Yep.
some D work as well, don't they?
100%. Everybody. There's not very the way that hockey's kind of gone now. It's not really besides a goalie. Let me just make that clear. Besides a goalie, there's not very set positions, as you would say, anymore, right? In the O zone, you guys are rolling. Everybody's moving around the whole offensive zone. D-men are activating, jumping down the wall, playing as a five-man unit, right? So we got to play a five-man unit in all three areas of the ice, whether that be in the offensive zone, neutral zone, or D zone, right? Everybody's got to contribute and come away with the win.
All right, well, looking at next season, are there any games that you're really up for? And you don't give me the hockey player answer off. Yeah, I'm just wanting to play in every game because I know you do. I know you do. But is there any specific games that you're going, I really fancy playing? I don't know, Peterborough and Peterborough.
Uh, it'll definitely be against Hull and Bristol, obviously, right? Two
Of
teams
course.
that I've played for in the past, and always want to make a statement and prove my worth and show them that they may have made a mistake on me and not keeping me around and that, right? So
Yeah.
and it was the same way the last couple of years. Solway was one of the teams that I always wanted to beat, right? Just because of obviously playing there in the past
Of
and
course.
want to prove a point, right? So I would definitely say those two teams would be the games that I would definitely. There's a bit more at stake in those games, personally.
Yeah, I get you. I get you 100%. But you still remain really, really popular. And so way fans still loved you. Even when you came back, you still got a good welcome. I mean, you got an extra special welcome when you ended up in the penalty box every now and then. But you you know what I mean? There were a lot of people happy to see you, even after the game. I know there was a lot of people chatting away at you. You always came along and chatted with me and shook hands and all the rest of it beforehand as well. So you're well liked. Why do you think you are like one of those hockey players that fans love?
I think it's mainly the team first mentality. I would do anything for anybody on that team, and I could care less about the name on the back. The name on the back means absolutely nothing if you're not playing for the name on the front. And that name on the front doesn't exist if it's not for the fans.
Yep,
So we play for them each and every night. They spend their hard earned money that they go to work for to be able to come and watch us play. So the least we can do is give them the respect and go out there and put in a full 60 minutes at 110% and try and come away with 3 points every single night for them.
well, it's 100%, Callum, and you'll be aware that Solway fans over the summer haven't had the easiest summer, and
No.
for a lot of people, money is really, really tight now. So if they choose to spend their hard end coming along to a hockey match, it is about players recognising that and putting everything on the line, and you get that back from the fans. And we are one community here in Solway and in Dumfries, and you know that, don't you?
Yeah, 100%. I know that. And it's like a giant family there, from the fans to the staff to the players to everybody down there, right? So the least we can do as the athletes on the ice is give ourselves 110% for the whole 60 minutes, whether that be even if it goes to extra time and we got to go 65 minutes or a shootout, however long it takes. We leave everything out there on the ice each and every night, and we do it for the crest on the front, not the name on the back, and the fans in the stands, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. Um, you know what's going to happen next. I'm going to ask you to say a few words. You can talk to whoever. You can speak to your family, your friends, your teammates, the fans. But the one thing I still have to say is, when are you going to get rid of this Canadian accent and get a proper Scottish accent in you? What's going on, man?
Hey, it's just the way it's gone. I've spent more of my life over here in Canada, so yeah, I've kind of lost my accent. I'm the only one in the family that doesn't have an accent anymore. Colin, my older brother, who's been a big part of my hockey journey, he's still got his, and same with my dad. Yeah, I'm the only one.
We're going to have to convert you back into proper Scots by the time you get back here. So you got a season to come on an interview with me and talk broad Scots instead of this Canadian stuff. But hey, looking at some of the imports, you're going to be surrounded by Canadians as well, aren't you?
Yep, exactly. But yeah, I'm just happy to be home. Right. It's nice to be back in Scotland playing for home fans, and it's real nice to be close to home too. So yeah.
Absolutely. Right. Last word to you, Calum. A message to the fans and whoever else you want.
Well, guys, I just want to say thank you for taking the time to watch this, and thank you to you, Andy, for having me on. I'm so excited to get going, get over there, get with the guys, and start skating, and really see what we can do for you guys this year. I know everything that's kind of been going on in the summer here, and we just want to make it worth your while and really give back to you guys as a fan base. And for me personally, I just want to say thank you to every single one of you guys, as well as all of my family. I wouldn't be here without them, and especially my girlfriend Taylor. She puts up with a lot from me, but yeah, I wouldn't be able to do what I do without her. And yeah, just want to say thank you, and I can't wait to get there and get going and put a shift in for you guys and see what we can do and bring home some hardware this year.
Absolutely. Thank you, Calum. Um, an early pre-season, a whole lot of pre-season games ready to go, so it'll not be that long before we see you. We just want to wish you all the best, and we want to wish everyone who's watched this all the best as well. This is Andy and Callum saying cheerio.
Thanks, guys.